So today we're going to be going over the parameters for us to be trimming our study models. So I'm going to be going over the different cuts that we have to be able to come up with a very nice and finished model. We're going to be starting with this is the maxillary here. So we're going to be starting with the base cut. And when we do the base cut, we want a total of about 1.5 inches from the bottom, or I should say the top of the base, down to the occlusal plane. In total, we're going to want our study model to be about 2 3/4 to 3 inches total. So that's what that is going to come in. All right, so with our base cut, we're going to be making this base here flat. And I had kind of preemptively marked this line here. So we're not going to be taking off very much of this base because we're working with a little bit shorter base here. And when we're going in to be trimming this, we're basically going to be trimming this to a flat portion here on the platform. So that's going to be the base cut. Our next cut that we're going to be doing is going to be the posterior cut. And this cut is going to come in at about 1/4 of an inch posterior to the maxillary tuberosity. So you can see here is where that is going to be, about 1/4 inch away from that maxillary tuberosity here, and then over on this side as well. So anything from here posterior, we're going to be trimming that off. For the buccal cut, we are going to be working in relation to the first molar and the first premolar. And so again, we want our lines to be about 1/4 of an inch above that margin. And I went ahead and drew a small dot here, and then a small dot at the first premolar here, and connected that with a parallel line. So that's going to be our buccal cut. The next cut is going to be the heel cut. So the heel cut is going to be parallel to the mesial distal line angle of of the opposite canine. So mesial distal, it's going to be parallel here and here. Okay, so again, we're going from that mesial distal part of the canine. That parallel line is going to be the same parallel line here, and you see the little line that's drawn there for that heel cut. The last cut that we're going to do on the maxillary model is going to be the anterior cut. Here, we're basically going to be cutting an angle from the canine all the way to the midline. And again, it's going to be about 1/4 inch from that margin. And again, this is going to be a straight cut here to where we have that nice straight line with a point at the canine and a point at the midline. So next we are going to be doing the buccal cut. Now for the buccal cut, we are going to be taking a ruler and we're going to be measuring 1/4 of an inch from the first molar. So you can see here with my ruler, I'm going to try and align this so you can see that line that we have previously drawn is about 1/4 inch out from that first molar. We're also going to be doing the same thing from that premolar. So 1/4 of an inch out there. So that's this line here that we've drawn. So our buccal cut is going to be 1/4 out from the surface of the teeth here.